Oh! Oh! Ah! Ow! Hello, welcome to WayPoint Survival, and welcome to the snowy and icy north. Today I've got a great trick for you. I think you're gonna like it. Stay tuned. Well, it's that time of year again, and as you can see, our road is a sheet of ice. Now, you can walk in the middle, and there's more just snow here, but it is very cold. It's gonna get a whole lot colder. We've got snow coming in, we've got ice coming in. Many of you do as well. Well over a couple 100 million people are faced with these conditions. And yes, I did fall for real in the beginning. As a matter of fact, I fell several times trying to get the right shot. Fortunately, when I was younger, practiced a little bit of martial arts, and one of them was how to fall properly. Always fall on your side, not forwards or backwards if you can help it. If you can twist midair and land on your side, you're a whole lot better. You're also better off if you can learn to smack the hand with your hand and foot when you fall, help take some of that pressure off. That's all things that you all know if you're taking any similar training. However, there's a very simple hack that you can do that I want to share with you. But first, let's talk about this product. Now, I am not sponsored by these folks, and I'll bring it close to the camera so you can see what it is. And I will put a link down in the description box where you can buy some of these. Hopefully there'll be some available and you can get them shipped to you before too long, or you can purchase them at a local outfitter store. Now, this isn't the main part of the video. I just want to show you what is available to you if you want to buy these. So these are YakTrax. You can see the name right there. And it's just a very simple thing. Pull these out. There's two of them. Now these happen to be orange, so you can see them easier. But what they are is they are rubber pieces that fit over top of your shoes and boots, and they have these coil-like springs on them. And so you stretch and put that on, and they're not very heavy. Really, if you're going anywhere up in the mountains or backpacking or camping and you think the weather's bad, you should throw these in your pack because they are truly a lifesaver. Keep you from slipping over an edge and falling off a cliff, or even just falling and breaking something and turning a fun winter trip into an emergency. When you go to put these on, these particular ones have a tab which goes in the back, and you simply go over top of your shoe like that, and you stretch it around, and just make sure that it's adjusted. You can see what that looks like. They go on very quick and very easy, and they are extremely worth having. Everybody should have a pair of these. As a matter of fact, I carry these in my car. That way, if something happens and I would have to get out and walk or help somebody or get stuck, I can walk in ice and snow very easily. So there they are. You can see good grip. They don't slip. I can stand up very easily and walk with no problem, even on ice. Matter of fact, it actually, you can see it digs up the ice. It digs in so well that, yeah, these are phenomenal. Recommend definitely getting a pair of these. Now for this next trick, and what matches the thumbnail that you saw, you need to get some screws. And you want hex head screws. I've got a whole bag of them here. These are metal type screws. You can get self-tapping, and that's what these are. You don't have to do that, but they do go in a little bit easier. And I've already counted these out. You're going to want 9 of these. You can see that, get that close to the camera. Now, these are 1/2 inch long total, but the screw part is only 5/16. And I'll try to put the metric equivalents online for those of you who go by the metric system. But the biggest thing that you're looking for is you want to make sure that the length of the threads right here isn't too long. And here's why. You want to make sure that this screw length isn't longer than the rubber in your boots. All right? Because you do not want to be walking on those tips. It needs to be a shallow screw. So this is about perfect. Like I said, it's about 1/2 inch for the total thing, and then it's 5/16 were the threads, and it is a hex head type screw. Now to make this work, you're going to need a nut driver. It's going to work best with the right kind of tip, and this is for the 5/16. It fits in there perfectly. So that's one way that you can do it. Now here's another cool trick for you. I happen to like the SOG Power Lock because of all the tools. I've done a review on this quite a few years ago. I'll try to put a link to it so you can see that if you're interested. But when you open this up, you find out that down inside here, it actually has a nut driver for 1/4 inch standard sockets. It slips on there just like that. So that means I can use this and one of the screws. In an emergency, I can use this to put these in my boots. And that means all I need to carry, the bit driver or the socket as it were, and then however many I need for each of my boots. Now I'm using 9 per boot, so this is only half, so it would be double the amount of screws that you see here. And I'm going to show you how to put those on right now. All right, so using the nut driver, we're going to start off with one, and we're going to put one right up here at the very top, and we're just going to screw that in, just like that. Then we're going to go to either side of the ball of the foot. Now you want to keep these in 1/4 to 1/2 inch from the outside. Next, we need to put 2 right where the arch is. That's so when you climb over a log or something that's rounded and the middle of your foot hits it, it doesn't slip. So we're going to go about right here, and we're going to put another couple in. So we got 2 there. And then we have 4 left, and that's for the heel. So we're going to put 2 toward the back. And you want these in the back so that when you step on something, your foot doesn't slide out. So you want to make sure it's fairly close to the back. And then the last 2 go just a little farther forward of that, giving the heel a really good bite for slippery conditions. When you're done, it should look something like this. It's going to give you good traction for the toe, good on the ball of your foot. You could put another one in here if you wish, so that would be 10 per foot. That's not going to hurt anything, and if you think that you might need it there, you can go ahead and do that. But this is a pretty good basic rundown of what it looks like. Now, if I were in very icy conditions, I would go ahead and add that next one right again at the ball of your foot. So there we have just a little bit more traction when you take a step. The heel's not going to slip. We've got something for the arch to go over, and then something if the toe just catches on something, it's not going to slide off and you fall forward. So this is a pretty good arrangement. This doesn't really damage your boots if you got a thick rubber sole. I can show you here. If I unscrew one of them, just take them out, it leaves just a little tiny hole. So again, that's not a big deal. Now if you do put them back in, you may not want to use the same hole every time, or they will start pulling out. And that's why you want to make sure and not just cover the whole bottom with these studs, because if you do need to move them around, you still want fresh rubber so that it doesn't rip out and they'll stay in. Last thing you want to do is take a step and find out that you ripped it out on a rock somewhere down the trail and you slip and fall. So this is a good way to do it, and keep these on hand, take these with you. Now I will warn you, while these are great for ice and snow, they're terrible on ceramic floors and things like that. You will fall down, and they will tear up a wood floor, vinyl, can even really be hard on carpet. So be super careful if you got these in your shoes or boots, that you take these out or take the shoes off before you go inside, or you'll find yourself having a fall hazard inside the house. One more little tip for you. The reason you want these to be the hex heads is because they have multiple points around them where they can grab. A round-headed screw is just going to slip in certain conditions. These are going to be much better in the long run because of all of the little points all the way around. And we've got great traction. As you can see, it's even digging up the ice here, and we're not slipping at all. We can stand there, and it gives us a nice firm grip on everything as we walk. So now we can get out and enjoy the beautiful winter weather and walk just a little more safely. This is James Bender for WayPoint Survival. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Also make sure and check out the links in the description box below, just under the More button. While you're down there, you'll find the link for our WayPoint Survival digital class. This is an absolutely great way for you to train in the comfort and convenience of your own backyard. The top 20 skills that we consider to be the most important from our Phase 1 Survival and Bushcraft class. You'll also find the link where you can sign up for the WayPoint Survival and Prepping 101 newsletter. It is absolutely chock full of incredible ideas and information that you're going to want to read and probably print out and keep for other times. You'll find our WayPointSurvival.com link where you can sign up for in-person classes here at our beautiful training facility in Southern Ohio. And like every year, our classes start in April, so make sure and check that out. Check out those dates and sign up. We'd love to see you in a class. And if you haven't done so already, please subscribe to the channel. We'd really appreciate it. And when you do subscribe, make sure and press that bell button so that you can stay notified of all of our upcoming videos. And we'll talk to you next time.